Hello, my name is Tapiwan Ndlovu and I'm submitting my Week 5 posts. As a project manager of a geographically distributed team, the project is currently in a crisis. One critical risk that was cited in the risk management plan has now been triggered, and this has implications to the project cost and schedule. The risk at hand is that company executives are currently in conflict about whether to keep supporting the project or to discontinue it. The conflict between these key stakeholders is leading to a plethora of downstream effects. It is well known that internal stakeholders need to be in agreement for a project to ensure that decision making is smooth. The current project that my team is executing involves the formulation of a new product. The product is a chemical that will be used by a current customer of my company during site cleanup as a solvent. My team consists primarily of R&D scientists from the US, the UK, Ireland, Singapore, Japan, and India. The executives of the company are thus involved in a boardroom wrangle about whether to continue with the project or not. The risk has now become an issue because a significant amount of resources that have already been allocated to make sure that it's successfully executed are now going to waste if the project is discontinued. It is also affecting the frequency with which key decisions need to be made at different phases of the project by the executives, since they are ultimately the most critical stakeholders who are like the life support system. Their decisions impact the project significantly. They are unsure if the product will be profitable in the long run, and if the product will be needed by current and potential customers, besides the main customer for whom the current is being currently developed. The critical implications of this risk for project cost and schedule is that many tasks are now behind schedule while waiting for key decisions from executives. For example, the executives have to decide on whether to authorize the increase in concentration of one of the ingredients of the new product. This is something which is having a negative effect on my team, as I now have to defer some tasks which are interdependent. For example, when one of the scientists creates a sample of version 1 of this product, it depends on another scientist who's based in Ireland. This is what is slowing down significantly the project. Furthermore, some scientists are being paid on a contract basis and cannot perform some tasks at the moment, which will lead to the project being prolonged and more wages being paid than originally budgeted for. Therefore, the project will go above the projected budget. This stakeholder conflict may also have a dominant effect on the rest of the organization and have a negative impact on company operations across the different locations. This has been a well-spoken project across the company, which the company has been waiting for months to finish and complete. To mitigate this risk, I will engage with all the team members in the different offices to start modifying the work breakdown structure to account for delayed tasks while the executives make the final decision. I will also instruct my team to start looking into alternative uses of the current version of the chemical, as long as it meets the EPA requirements and sufficient research is done as to whether the current version would work for other customers. This is another option that my team has to make sure that this project does not go to waste at all. Even though the product may not reach the desired state, it can still be a revenue generating project and new markets may be found. As a project manager, I would also request a meeting with management to lobby for a decision to be made as soon as possible. In conclusion, it is therefore of critical importance for a decision to be made by management on whether to continue this project. As a project manager, I firmly believe that after having done extensive research in the project planning process, that this project should go ahead